Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see the multiplexer. Okay, so let us see the multiplexer. So multiplexer is a combinational logic circuit which is used to select only one input among several inputs based on selection lines. So here you can see the multiplexer symbol. Okay, so here in this symbol you can have the multiplexer is having total 2 raised to n minus 2 raised to n number of inputs. So these inputs can be selected by these n select lines. Okay, and whichever input you want to transfer at the output, only that particular input will be selected by using the select lines. Okay, so consider that if you are having two select lines, then you will have 2 raised to 2 input lines, that is 4 input lines, and it is having only one output line. Okay, so it is it is called as a 2 raised to n as to 1 multiplexer, or it is also called many as to 1. So many means input number of inputs are many and output is always 1. So this many represents 2 raised to n number of inputs. Okay, now the second point is this can act as a digital switch. So in case of digital systems, suppose we want to transfer number of bits after each and every bit time. Okay, suppose you want to transfer D0 bit at its output line, after that D1 line, after that D2 line, and so on. Then you can send this all the inputs in sequence by using the select lines. Okay, then next one is, this is also called as a data selector. So I just explained to you what is data selector. Then it has n select lines and 2 raised to n input lines and only one output line. Okay, so you can have the multiplexer as 2 as to 1, 2 as to 1, 4 as to 1, 8 as to 1, 16 as to 1, and so on. So all these in number of inputs are in the multiples of 2 raised to n. Okay, so first of all we will see the implementation of 2 as to 1 multiplexer. Okay, so once you understand this 2 as to 1 multiplexer, in the similar way we can implement all other multiplexers. Okay, so first of all we will see 2 as to 1 multiplexer. So the symbol of multiplexer is shown here. Okay, so 2 as to 1 multiplexer is like this. So number of inputs will be 2, that is D0 and D1, and if these are the two inputs, then how many select lines should be there? Only one select line. Okay, so that is I will call S. Okay, or S0 I will say. Then number of output lines are only one. Okay, so sorry, it should be Y. Okay, so this is 2 as to 1 mux. Now after this we have to draw the truth table. Okay, so truth table of this multiplexer will be, see, the output status is dependent on the select line. Okay, so whichever input is applied on this D0 and D1 line, that is transferred at the Y line, output line, depending upon the select line status. So here if select line is 0, then the D0 status will be transmitted at the output. Okay, so D0 status may be 0 or 1, that doesn't bother, but whatever input is available at D0, that will be transmitted at the Y output line. So we cannot write here 0 or 1. Okay, because we don't know actually what is the status of D0. So I will simply write here D0. Okay, and when the S0 line will become 1, at that time the D1 data will be sent at its output line. So here the multiplexer is acting as a data selector switch. Okay, so when S0 line is 1, the D1 status will be transmitted at its Y line. Okay, now from this truth table, how can you write the output equation? So output equation y is equal to, now if output equation y can be written as d0 into s0 bar. So this is, I am writing in SOP form, that is sum of product form. So 0 can be written as variable as complemented variable. So here d0 s0 bar plus, when s0 is 1, the d1 will be transmitted. So d1 into s0, d1 into s0. Okay, now we have to implement this equation, okay, so that we can get the exact implementation of this equation. So here what is done here? So first is what? This is ANDing. To implement d0 into s0 bar, we require one AND gate. So to implement d1 into s0, we require one more AND gate, and for this addition purpose we require here OR gate. Okay, now we will implement this equation, SOP form equation. So here how many variables are given, how many signals are given? S0, S1, S0, S0 bar, then D0 and D1. So total 4 lines are required here to implement the 2:1 multiplexer. So here I will draw S0 line, then S0 bar can be obtained by using one NOT gate. Okay, so S0 bar, that means complement of S0, then D0 and D1. Okay, so these are the normal lines. Now to implement this first term S0 bar into D0, we have to perform the AND operation. So S0 bar is taken from the ahead of the bubble of S0. So S0 and D0. Okay, then S0 into D1. So S0 means what? This is the normal line. S0 and D1 should be, okay, so this is ANDed, and finally whatever outputs are obtained from these two AND gates, that should be ORed. So here we can draw here one OR gate. So this is our output y. Okay, so this y is equal to this equation. So this is how we can implement 4:1 multiplexer also, 8:1 multiplexer also, or 16:1 multiplexer also. Depending upon our application requirement, we have to implement this kind of circuits. Okay, now let us see one or two examples based on these multiplexers. So now we will see the 4:1 multiplexer implementation. So we have to go through the 4 steps. The first step is we have to draw the symbol of 4:1 multiplexer. After that we have to draw the truth table. Okay, and from the truth table we have to find out the equation. Okay, SOP form equation, and final stage is the implementation. Okay, so let us start with the symbol of 4:1 multiplexer. So symbol can be nothing but what? Symbol is having 4 inputs. So 4:1 means 4 inputs and 1 output. So D0, then D1, then D2, and finally D3. Okay, so to select these 4 input lines, we should have 2 select lines. Okay, because S0 and S1, so 2:2 select lines is equal to 4 inputs. So this is our 4:1 multiplexer, and output is Y. Now to transfer the D0 status onto the output line, the S0 S1 line should have 0 0 status. So you can just shuffle this status names, that is S0 and S1. You can write here S1 and here is also S0. Okay, so the names doesn't matter here. Okay, the names doesn't matter, only the sequence how you are writing that matters. Okay, so first we will write truth table S0 and S1. Okay, so here I am considering S0 as MSB and S1 as LSB. Okay, so you can assume reverse also. You can assume S1 as MSB and S0 as LSB. So according to your assumption, you should write here S1 and S0 or S0 and S1 according to this fashion. I am considering MSB as S0. Okay, so S0 is written at the left side and output is Y. So for 0 0 combination, the output will have the D0 status, whatever it is having, that status on D0 line will be transferred at the Y. Then if you send 0 1, then D1 status will be transferred at its Y line. Okay, then if you make 1 0 on D0 S1 S0 S1 lines, then D2 status will be transmitted at the Y output D2. And if you make S0 S1 is equal to 1 1, then D3 will be transmitted at the Y line, so D3. Okay, now from this truth table we have to obtain the SOP expression. So SOP expression is written as Y is equal to, now for SOP expression we write complemented variable for 0 and we write normal variable for 1. Okay, so D0 is taken as it is because we don't know exactly what is the status of D0, D1, D2 and D3. So we write directly D0. Okay, then what about S0 and S1? So we know here the status of S0 and S1, so that's why for 0 we write the complemented variable S0 bar and S1 bar. Okay, for next input D1 input, D1 into S0 bar and S1 bar, S1, then plus I will write here D2 into S0 into S1 bar, S0 into S1 bar. And what about D3? Both the variables are 1 1, so write directly S0 and S1. Okay, now this is about the output equation of 4:1 multiplexer. Now we have to implement this equation, okay, by using AND and OR logic gates. So D0, D1, D2 and D3, so these 4 lines should be drawn there. Okay, then followed by that S0 and S1 are having 4 combinations. Okay, S0 and S1 are having 4 combinations. So first we will draw S0 normal line and complemented line. So this is complemented line. Then S1 normal line and complemented line. Okay, now 4 input lines, that is D0 to D3, D0, then D1, then D2 and D3. Okay, so these are the input lines. Now we will get the connections from these equations. So D0 we have to use the 4 AND gates. First AND gate, second AND gate, third and fourth. Okay, now the first term is D0 into S0 bar into S1 bar. So D0 into S0 bar into S1 bar. Okay, then next term is D1 into S0 bar into S1. So D1 into S0 bar into S1, then D2 S0 S1 bar, so D2 S0, that is normal line, and S1 bar means take from the complemented line, then D3 into S0 into S1, so D3 S0 into S1, so S0 into S1, and finally we have to perform the OR operation. Okay, so that is shown by the plus signs. So finally the OR of all the outputs of ANDs should be performed. Okay, so this is our Y. Okay, so this is how we can implement the 4:1 multiplexer using this truth table, this equation, and finally our implementation. Now we will see one problem on multiplexer. Okay, now let us see this problem on multiplexer. So implement f equal to summation m 1 2 3 6 7 using multiplexer. Okay, so this is the problem given, and total number of numbers are given, that is up to 7. So 7 means what? We should use the 8:1 multiplexer. Okay, 8:1 multiplexer. So first of all, the process is we have to draw the truth table. Okay, so from the truth table we can implement the further logic combinational circuit. So 1 2 3 6 7, these combinations should have one output. Okay, because the min terms are given. So 0 0 0, so this is our select lines 0 1 and 2, and output should be Y. So consider here ABC as an input, 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. Then next is 4 times 0, 4 times 1, and at these decimal values the output should be 1. So 1, then 2, then 3, then 6 and 7. Okay, and all other output lines, for all other combinations, the output is 0. Okay, so I will write here zeros. Now first of all we have to draw the 8:1 multiplexer. So total number of inputs are what? 8. So how many select lines must be there? 3 select lines. So 2�3 should be equal to 8. So D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. Okay, so at these input lines we have to apply these logic statuses. So 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1. Okay, so whatever inputs you will provide here, so I will consider here A, B and C. Okay, so as per this ABC combination, so instead of S0 S1 S2 I have written here A B C. So name doesn't matter. Okay, only the sequence matters. Okay, so here I am considering A as MSB and C as LSB. Okay, so here you can see, so as per this bit combination, this particular input state will be transferred to the output line. Okay, so this is very simple. Now if you want to reduce this 8:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer, then how can we do it? This is our 8:1 multiplexer. Okay, and if you want to reduce the hardware size, instead of using 8:1 multiplexer, I want to use here 4:1 multiplexer, and I want to obtain the same functionality. Okay, so functionality must be same. So how can we do it? So it is having one way to reduce the hardware size. So what will I do? I will simply make groups of two groups. Okay, so in this combination I am just partitioned two combinations here. Okay, now we have to just observe, while A and B are 0 0, while A and B are 0 0, what is the output? What is the output here? So whatever the status is at C, the same status is transmitted at the output. So when A and B is equal to 0 0, okay, so whatever C status is available, that is transmitted at its output. Okay, so here output is what? C. Okay, the state of C is transmitted at its Y when A and B are 0 0. Now what about the next group? So when A and B are 0 1, okay, 0 1, then what is the output? So this output is not dependent on this C state. Okay, C state. So here output must be 1, because irrespective of C value, C state, the output is continuously 1. Okay, now come to the third group. So when A and B combinations are 1 0, irrespective of the C value, the output is 0. Okay, so compulsorily the output is 0. And what about the next combination, last combination? When A and B are 1 1, the output is still 1. Okay, so this output is 1 irrespective of this C value, C state. Okay, so here we have to implement the 4:1 multiplexer, which will give you the same functionality of 8:1 multiplexer. So I will implement this functionality by using 4:1 multiplexer. Now how will we draw this? So we are having D0, D1, D2 and D3 as an input. A is the MSB, B is the LSB. Okay, and output Y. Now we will see once again, when AB is equal to 0 0 combination, that time whatever the C value is given, that will be transferred at the output line. So instead of writing in the 8:1 multiplexer, we are applying we are having 3 select lines. So whatever state of C, that status should be transferred to the Y line. So here I will write C variable. Okay, then for 0 1 combination of AB variables, output is compulsorily 1. It is not dependent on the C state. So I will write here 1. Okay, so when AB equal to 0 1, the 1 will be transmitted at the output. Then for AB combination is equal to 1 0, irrespective of C value, the output is 0. So I will forcefully send the value 0. Then for 1 1 combination, the 0 1 doesn't matter, the output is forcefully 1. So here I will write 1, which will be transmitted at Y when A and B is equal to 1 1. So this the same functionality is achieved by using 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, so this is how we can solve the problem by reducing the hardware. Now we will see one more problem on the same. Okay, now we will see the next problem. So the problem statement is given as implement the logic function A XNOR B XOR with C using 8:1 multiplexer. So here we have to use 8:1 multiplexer. Okay, and the 8:1 multiplexer means you should have the 3 select lines. Okay, so using the 3 select lines, we can select or we can have that kind of output. So here A XNOR B. So here XNOR is what? even parity generator and XOR is odd parity generator. Okay, so even parity means if the number of ones are even, then output will be 1, and if the number of ones are odd, XOR means if the number of ones are odd, then output will be 1. Okay, so first of all we will make the XNORing of A and B, and then we will XOR with C. So 0 0 XORs 1, okay, 1, and 1 XOR with 0 is 1. Then 0 0 XNORing result is 1, 1 1 XOR is 0. Then 0 1 XOR is XNOR 0, which will be XORing with 0 is 0, 0 1 XORing with 1. Then 1 0 XNOR gives you 0, and 0 XORing with 0 is 0, 0 XORing with 1 is 1. Then 1 1 XNOR gives you 1, and 1 XOR with 0 is 1, 1 XOR with 1 is 0. Okay, so this is the output of a multiplexer that we have to implement. Okay, now see, when A and B inputs are 0 0, then what is the output? The output is, I can say the output is complement of C variable, complement of C variable. So here I will write C bar. Okay, instead of writing hard coded 1 and 0, I will write here C bar. So when values of A, B is equal to 0 1, then output of Y is what? Whatever the value of C, the same value is at the Y. So I will write here C. Then for 1 0 0 and 1 0 1 combination, if when A and B combination is equal to 1 0, then output is what? Output is Y is C variable value. Okay, and when 1 1, the value of Y will be the complement of C variable, so that is C bar. Okay, so here we can write 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0. Okay, so this kind of input should be transmitted to the output depending upon the select line status. Okay, now when you want to reduce this hardware size, then you can go for 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, now we know that when AB combination is 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, the output should be C bar, C, C and C bar. Okay, here so we can just write C bar, C, C and C bar. Okay, so this is whatever the 4:1 multiplexer, which is giving the same output of this kind of expression. Okay, so here I hope you understood all this multiplexer and its problem. So, and if you are having any doubts or query, then you can write it in the comment box, and if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.